Hello, this is Wife Keeper back here. Found the wife. So my wife Natsu was betrayed. I got a comment saying, the word Natsu was betrayed. I'm pretty sure I said it before, so I thought I might as well get it out of the way. So in this will be after the whole Acnologia thing and they've all just like gone back to normal guilds. The Magic Council then said that whoever houses demon, good or bad, if a guild houses a demon, if it's good or bad, they will be disbanded forcefully, and if they choose to refuse, they will be killed. And you see, the person who is the guild master right now is should I change it? The guild master. Alright, the guild master is Gildots. Gildots, everybody knows about Natsu being a demon, and every other guild knows, and the one that guild knows is every other guild knows. So also some Magic Council members know. So they said to Fairy Tail, you have to get Natsu out of this guild, else we have no choice but to report it to the head of the Grand Magic Council. The head of the Grand Magic Council, yeah, they don't care if it was Natsu. Even if he saved them, he's still, going. Anyway, so what Fairy Tail thought was, we can't just tell him to leave this guild after all he's done it. That's when they come up with a plan. And they said to Natsu that, when they come up with a plan. But what they didn't know while they were coming up with the plan was there was a dark mage there who had a vendetta against Natsu. And he did some weird dark magic and basically made them all think that Natsu was evil. And the reason why he's leaving the guild is because he killed someone, a civilian, while out on a job. What they also see is him kidnapping Julia. This one especially was pointed to Grey. So now Grey thinks Juvia's going to be dead because she got kidnapped by Natsu. In reality, Juvia was just set on a mission. And she's not hear about this at all. And that's when Happy comes to the guild and saying, hey guys, it's Natsu, because he was there in the guild, so he didn't know anything. Before he could speak any words at all, Grey killed him by using Excalibur, the Ice Sword, Ice Make Excalibur. He killed him. That's just about when Natsu came in. And the other Dragon Slayers as well. You see, this Dark Mage didn't only target Natsu, but he also did it to the Dragon Slayers. So all the Dragon Slayers are now deemed as evil in that guild. So when the Dragon Slayer came in, they didn't come in. The first set exceeds in. I think they'll call that. So Happy, Carla, and Lily, they were all dead. Urza killed Carla, and Lily was killed by Urza and Grey. Yeah. And that's when the Dragon Slayers come in and see this massacre. See, Natsu's pissed. He doesn't ask questions this time. He knows that, that he saw this happen. He was just too late. He walked through the door and said them kill him. So, he basically tries to fight them, but then that's when, all the Dragon Slayers actually, Loxus is still there, but every Dragon Slayer is now deemed as evil. So Loxus, Gabriel, Wendy, Natsu, they basically go, because everybody's holding by Natsu. The Dragon Slayers saying that there's too many of them, we can't fight them. Because Gildots is also under their control, so they think Gildots is going to fight him as well, which he will. So that's when Wendy and Loxus make this kind of wall of tornado. She made a tornado and it was filled with lightning to stop them from going after them. That's when they run away. That's when they're heading to Alvarez, what's left of it. Obviously, they were on a boat mission. Before that, they made a grave for Happy Natsu, for the dead cats. And they left after that. Being on the boat ride, that's when Natsu passed out from rage. He was even sick. And in his mindscape, he met a red-haired person with 3 scars down his eyes. I'm pretty sure you all know who this is. This is Shanks. And he basically said to Natsu that I'm gonna help you, but you can't take revenge. Well, no. Well, actually, he says I'm gonna help you take revenge, but don't make it any just revenge, just killing them. Make them suffer before you kill them. Don't even kill them, make them suffer and make them live with the guilt. Natsu says, I'm okay, I can do that. And then that's when Shanks says, fine, that's good, I'll train you with my power. And that's when Natsu learned how to use a sword. And that's when he got Conqueror's Haki. You see, his Conqueror's Haki is a little different. You see, you know how it used to be called the Emperor's Power, Conqueror's Haki? His was the demonic dragon's power. The more, how others was, how Conqueror's Haki is the will of the user, his Conqueror's Haki is how much hate this person has. So the more hate he has over another person is how he can use it. And right now, the only people he hates are the Dragon Slayers. And other than that, he could destroy the world if he wants to. Well, he can't destroy the world, like he wants to destroy the world for what they've done to him. And we're going to do a time skip. And every Dragon Slayer from every guild has been chased off. Because not Urza and Grey are going after all Dragon Slayers. The whole Fairy Tail guild is going after Dragon Slayers. They see them as nothing but monsters now. So, while they're going after Dragon Slayers, Natsu gained a power called Dragon Wings. Basically connects all Dragon Slayers and he can talk to them through their mind. That's when he talks to all of the Dragon Slayers and tells them to meet him at Alvarez, the ruins of Alvarez. And that's when they meet with Sting. You got Poison Dragon Slayers, Eric. You have... Which of those? Do the 3 I was missing. Was I missing anybody else? I'm trying to think. No, I don't believe so. By the way, once Juvia heard about Grey and them not done because she left the guild and she's now looking for Natsu and them. Yeah, she didn't want any part of that. And yeah. So Dragon says in Alvarez. But the thing is, that's when they all get teleported away into that bright light, just like they went to the other world. What was it called? Alios, LD. Forgot that world's name anyway. Teleport. But they didn't go throughout the world. They went to this mountain range. It was a beautiful valley filled with flowers, lush green spikes of grass just going through everything. The mountains just stretched on forever. And that's when they saw a shadow of a wing just appear, and there was Ignial. They got teleported to the resting place of the kings. The king dragons, the dragon kings. That's when Natsu sees Ignial, and for the first time since he's trained with Shanks, he's cried. It's the first time since he saw Happy dead, he's cried. He's wept tears of sadness, to tears of joy. He was genuinely happy at that moment. And then he gave Ignial a big hug. And all the other Dragon Slayers found their dragons. Yeah. That's when Ignial says, we've seen what's happened. And although we don't like the idea of you getting revenge, we know there's nothing we can do to stop you. So to make sure you don't die, we're all here to pass on our power this time truly, and hopefully give you a home so you can stay here. Natsu and Igni says Natsu that him and they got catching up to do, and they all catch up. This is like a 2 month time skip. They're all catched up. They've all done that. They've trained more now. He has Igni's flames. He has Conqueror's Haki, and he's unlocked it. He's unlocked something with his magic. He's got primordial flame dragon slayer magic, while the others are just on the king levels of them certain type of magic. He's on the primordial state, and while he's on the primordial state, that's where he meets Igni's son, the fire dragon god, and then he says, "So you're Igni's son, Igneous or something." I forgot his name. I'm just call him Igneous. That's when he says, "Yeah, that's me." And then that's when Natsu says, "Oh, it's nice meeting you, brother." He says, "So you're Natsu." That's when Natsu says, "Yeah, that does be my name. But I usually just go by Shanks." And then he says, "I see." And then they do catching up, do the talk, they're having a great time. That's when Natsu asks, "Where are we exactly?" "Yeah, I forgot to ask that." And then he says, "We're on the primordial mindscape where all the gods meet." And he says, "Then why am I here?" And that's when he says, "You're probably being chosen to be the first ever dragon slayer to be in a primordial level above others." That's when Natsu says, "Oh, that's cool, but who's gonna choose it?" And that's when Ignis says, the god of the dragons, the one who everybody feared but loved, the ancient one, Gladius, the golden dragon. So now says, "Well, that's a nice name." Says, "Yeah, he gets stuff pretty cool like that." Then that's when they go off to Gladius. Gladius says to Natsu that before he makes, once you're dead, that's when you become, your true primordial god form. But for now, you still have the power of primordial dragon. But once you're dead, you will not die. You will just come back as a god. That's when Natsu says, "That's cool to know." He says, "So how do I get back?" And then that's when Gladius says, "All you have to do is just think of something there, and you can go back." That's when he thinks of Igneo, and he appears right in front of the Dragon Slayer. For the Dragon Slayer is just a second past, and they didn't even see him disappear. But for him, it'd been like a couple of months. So now, he's there with the Dragon Slayers, and so he's there with the Dragon Slayers, and he, I guess, what should I say? He basically tells them about what happened and stuff like that, and he says, and then that's when Natsu says, we should probably go back. I want to get revenge, and I know you all do too." And that's when they say, yeah, and that's when he says goodbye to Igneo, and they part their ways. Now, in this time, the time skip like another 2 years, and now it's to Grand Magic Games again. And now we'll see what happens in part 2 if you want it.